right, y'all. Welcome, welcome. We are so excited today on this episode of Cleats and Calves. We have got one of my favorite people in the whole dang world. This is Coach Roshon from the middle school. And we're just so happy to have you, Coach. Thank you for getting in the fancy studio here.
Love it. It's fancy. We rock and roll here.
Hey, it's how we roll.
I'm not sure how she's driving, but I'm a little nervous.
We're not driving.
Oh, that's right.
Don't be telling people that. Okay, because look, I can't multitask like that.
I know.
I run off the dang road. Okay, so first off, Coach, you've been like such a part of Big Red's life since we came to the middle school, and I need to thank you for everything that you've done for him. I make a joke about it that he started out as a water boy and then walked on the football team.
That's right.
But it's kind of the truth. You know, there's not walk-ons in middle school ball, but Connor did lose his passion for football after Pee Wee and losing all the games. Okay, so he did not have passion for football, but you brought that back in him, and so I wanted to thank you for that first of all. So. We have a few questions for you, and thank you again for getting in the car because y'all just had your first kind of semi-pad practice.
We did have our first pad practice
today, and those little kids, they were so excited when we came around the corner. Oh, my gosh. Not little kids because they're not little, but some of them look
They are. They're, I mean, these 7th and 8th graders are only 11. Some of them are 11 years old. I mean, and they're going against 13-year-olds, and it's tough. Quite
the size difference there. But what do you get out of developing players at the middle school level? This is for education. This is 7th and 8th grade here at Jemison Middle School. So what do you get out of that?
So the middle school age group, I think, is just it's just the most formidable to me. They're ready to learn. It's like a tabula rasa, like a clean slate. Mm-hmm. And you get these guys. Some of them never even played football. And if they have, they've only had 3 or 4 years of football. And at the middle school level, we can really, really focus more on fundamentals. That's my biggest thing, is just teaching the guys how to do the right thing at the right time, the right way, how to say it the right way, and all that. I think this is the level where they learn that, and I think that's where I'm supposed to be.
Okay, well. And you do it very well.
Thank you.
I know that the scoreboard doesn't always reflect what the kids are doing on the field, but y'all are so good about the extra quarter and letting the young kids that maybe didn't get to play in the regular game get some playing time. And y'all got a brand new building.
How
nice
right
is
now.
that?
It looks nice in there.
It's beautiful. The Board of Education really came through.
Go Chilton County.
It's like we've got our own workout facility here for all the sports. It's not just football. We've got all the sports in there, and it's going to be amazing.
Well, that is so exciting, and I know it looks a whole lot better than the last 2 trailers
we
had.
And you know what? We love the trailers too.
We did love the trailers, but there's no insulation hanging out of this one out from under, so it looks real good.
And we have air. I'm not going to tell everybody, we have air conditioning.
Y'all have a what?
Air conditioner.
Oh, you better keep that to yourself. Okay.
We do too.
That's true.
Yeah,
y'all
but
got
y'all
it
leave
now.
the dang doors open all the time, so you don't really ever feel like your air conditioned, and it stinks in there. But that's another episode. You've had opportunities to coach high school football. What keeps you staying at JMS?
Well, I keep coming back. I actually I started with the varsity level, and then moved down to the junior high.
We lost it.
We're good here.
Yeah.
Moved down to the middle school level and just really enjoyed that. I had a few years in the middle school level, and then I went back to help the varsity for 4 or 5 years, and then I decided that my main purpose was to be at the middle school and teach these fundamentals and teach the right way and build a bridge between here and the varsity level.
Well, you do it well, and we thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to let Big Red
All
jump
right,
in
Big
for a
Red.
minute. Big Red's turn. Big Red's got some questions.
I got a question for you, Coach.
All right, go ahead.
What is the biggest difference between middle school football and high school football?
Oh, baby. That's a great question, because that goes kind of with what I just said is the middle schoolers, you're really focusing on fundamentals. I mean, you're teaching how to tackle, how to block, how to get in a position, where to line up as wide receiver, learning what the holes are, learning what the positions are. I mean, you got to think about it. All that has to be taught in middle school. You can't wait until you're in 9th or 10th grade to learn that. So I'd say the biggest difference is middle schoolers are just so fresh. They're just so young, and they don't have those fundamentals. Varsity players who have played here and played middle school football, you can tell the difference between them and the guys who haven't played. I mean, I would say they're just a lot more seasoned. The varsity guys are just more seasoned. They're veterans. They have better fundamentals because they just keep working on them over and over, year after year.
Okay. All right, go
How's
ahead.
that?
That's great.
All right,
I love
good.
that answer. All right,
Go
next
to
question.
your last one.
All right.
Yep.
What can the varsity players do to help support the middle school?
Oh, wow. You know, what you did today, Big Red, just walking onto our field while we're practicing and just standing there and then maybe, saying a thing or two to the young guys, when they look at you, it's like when we look at players from Alabama or Auburn or even pro players.
They're looking at the future.
I promise you, these young guys look at you guys, look at the varsity players like rock stars. So, the varsity players, if they can be mentors to these young guys, and several of the players have done it this summer, several of the players have come to my practices and hung out and helped us out, and I would say that's the biggest thing that I see helps us is when the high school players, even if it's walking through saying, "Hey guys, what's up?" Man, that's huge for the young guys. So
Just acknowledge.
I would say just acknowledging them,
Acknowledge the grind.
being a great mentor, and respecting their brothers who are also sweating and playing football.
Well, that is so awesome. I think we can do that, and I know that as Connor was in the middle school, there were several players that came through. Jerry would even keep
Yep.
coming back over and over and over
Houston,
again.
King.
And we have permission to talk about Jerry. I don't know about the other two you
Oh,
mentioned,
that's
but
true. I'll talk to you.
but we have permission to talk about Jerry from his mama last night at the quarterback club meeting. So this is our final question. We're going to wrap it up because it's real hot in the studio here, and we actually lost some recording equipment along the way. But what advice could you give me and Big Red to get him to the next level? You've been in coaching a long time. What do you see?
Well, and I think, I've got to say these guys already took the advice and they've ran with it all summer. Big Red and Big Mullet, they've been grinding all summer long. Big Red's been to I think 5 or 6 football camps this summer, and he's been to lineman camps. He's been to Alabama. He's been to Troy. He's been to Jack State. He's been to Ole Miss. There was another school he's been to.
UWA. We didn't go to Troy.
It was North Alabama.
Yeah, we went to
Oh,
UNA and
yeah.
UWA.
Right, but Troy next summer maybe, or any of those guys.
We're gonna get.
And I'll tell you right now, it shows those college coaches that hey, here's a kid who could be home, doing whatever, playing video games, sitting on the couch, but he's at our football camp to get better. They notice those things, and that's probably the best thing you can do. That's the best start. That's the best base you can have to probably projecting yourself to the next level. Because honestly, you have to get known. Second thing is, you've got to have like a social media presence on, some of these websites where the coaches are.
Twitter. We're X's now.
Yeah, Twitter's good.
Is there another one? Because I don't know.
Not really. I mean, you can. Right now, a lot of people are using Twitter. I think personal emails still go well to coaches, but I think the most important thing is getting yourself out there. So the next step after doing all the summer stuff is season. Okay, if you're hopefully you're a starter and you're getting a lot of playing time and you have game film, you need to find yourself on that film and you need to make clips of that film and you need to put that out on social media. You need to get that out on Twitter, get that out on YouTube, and these coaches will see it.
Ooh, I have a question.
Sure.
When you're a coach and you're looking at video, do you like it better from the official school film clips or like our mama with her cell phone clips? Okay, what do y'all prefer? Because I don't know.
I think,
I don't know if I need to pay somebody to film him.
Well, a lot of schools have like this year we have a coach dedicated to film this year. So this year will be a great year for Big Red or any other player to get their film and make them a huddle account and get their film out there.
And start posting it because
Yeah,
we've got
start posting it.
We've done max preps. We haven't done huddle.
Highlights.
Well,
Yeah,
I know you
yeah.
do because you'll have to do those education things in huddle, don't you, or something?
Yeah.
Like that.
Any of the great players in college right now, you can go back and look at their high school videos too, and it's amazing. You can see what they've done. There's all kind of tools on Huddle to highlight yourself on the film because it's hard if you're a lineman nobody watches the lineman unless
Yeah.
they're looking at the lineman.
Right.
I mean, that's how it goes. But we don't get the glory. You know,
No, we don't.
that's
Were you a
okay.
lineman? I said
Well,
we.
I was.
I was a lineman.
I was a tight end, but I was a blocking tight end.
All right.
We ran the football.
Was you
so-
Travis Kelce coach?
No.
Was you George Kittle
I'm
coach?
something like that.
Something like that. Okay. Well, let's wrap this up before we lose this video too, because it's 5 Shades of Hades down here in Alabama.
It's hot.
And thank you, Coach.
Oh, thank y'all so
Coach.
much. I appreciate
I
y'all.
just appreciate it.
Thank y'all.
And we'll
This
be
is great.
checking in through the season, and if you get some parental permissions, we'll play some little games with the players sometimes after practice and try and get
That'd be
y'all
fun.
some attention.
That'd be
Because
fun.
look, it's our job to spread love in football, and that's what we're here for. Go Panthers!
Hey, man, good luck, Big
Yeah.
Red.
So
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all have
give
a
me
great
a Go
season.
Panthers on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Go Panthers!